All right, so it's time to bring in our national team reporter, Matthew Scianitti, from the final stop of his whirlwind Copa America tour in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is it, isn't it, Matthew?
It ends on Saturday, Jay. That's it. I'm coming home after that. However, it's a big game. The third place game is going to be huge against Uruguay. When speaking to the Canadian players at the team hotel in New Jersey, I was speaking to Ismael Kone, who doesn't have a medal in his professional career yet. He wants this one bad, and so does the rest of the team. But there is a wrinkle here. Jesse Marsch said at the start of this tournament he wants to see the full complement of his roster because this is a major tournament, the last one Canada's going to play before the 2026 World Cup. And I'll get to kind of the discrepancy with the Gold Cup and the Nations League in a little bit. But the fact is he wants to tap into all of his lineup. And he stayed pretty much with the same starting 11 through the quarterfinals into the semis, save for Jonathan Osorio and Ismael Kone kind of switching in and out in the middle of midfield. But seeing Tani Oluwaseyi, Ali Ahmed, and Mathieu Chouanier come in late on against Argentina and create some great chances really shows that Jesse Marsch trusts his entire lineup, his entire bench. They've been meeting the same demands as the starters have through this journey in Copa America. So as much as starters like Ismael Kone will want to crack at that third place medal, and it's not saying that putting the rest of the guys in means that Canada is going to give up on that opportunity. But you wonder if Jesse Marsch, in order to make sure that this team, again, they'll have the Gold Cup, they'll have the CONCACAF Nations League coming up in the future, but the Copa America third place game is the last major tournament experience they're going to get before the World Cup. He's going to look at his bench possibly and say, what do you got?
Speaking of Marsch, a report from the Associated Press suggests he's one of the candidates for the open U.S. coaching job after the firing of Gregg Berhalter. What have you heard from Soccer Canada about this story?
Canada Soccer issued a statement saying that Jesse Marsch is not considering nor interested in the position at U.S. Soccer. But if those who were watching the 2022 World Cup will remember, after Canada got eliminated against Morocco, I asked John Herdman the same question, and he didn't tell me then that he'd be going to Toronto FC. So the messaging from Canada Soccer is not going to change. They've been whispering this to me as the tournament has gone on, as the U.S. was struggling and Canada was succeeding. And I said to them, this could become a story, and they just shook their heads and said, he's not going anywhere. And Jesse Marsch, before Argentina, said, coaching Canada feels like home. We're going to keep asking him these questions. I'm going to ask him again on Friday before the third place game. Canadians, you can forgive them for being a little skittish, given how successful this run has been with the men's team. Knowing that Jesse Marsch is going to be a hot commodity, they're going to want to know that he is staying with the Canadian men's national team.